The shame section.
I love shame.
Shane name.
You have that vibe.
The Catholicism and the Judaism in my family.
What is going on with you this morning?
I don't know.
Feeling extra holy.
Yeah.
You did come in with some strong religious.
Did I?
You're like, what's up, children?
I did forget to mention this. I was visited by an angel.
Congratulations.
Good job.
Question mark?
They said I would need to get my hands dirty with blood before I make the world clean. And
Oh.
Okay.
no spoilers.
Hashtag
No
goals.
spoilers.
Hi, friends. Welcome to episode 641 of Good Luck High Five.
You're listening to a podcast that's for you if you play Magic the Gathering. Whether you're Canadian, American, or from one of the many places that isn't those two places. This show is for you.
That might be the biggest other category
Yeah.
I've ever
All
seen.
time.
Yeah.
These drop-down lists are getting way shorter.
United States, Canada, other. Look, I could have named more, but I just realized that I can't just name countries
Forever. It would
for
take
the
the
first
whole
couple of minutes of our
episode.
podcast.
Really excited for your Yakko arc because you just animaniacs through all of it. Got way shorter.
Everyone, welcome to Good Luck High Five, where I'm going to just name as many countries as I can for a minute.
All right, go ahead.
This is a geography podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Maria.
I'm another one of your hosts, Megan.
And on this week's episode, we have two very special Ben-flavored guests.
two top geographers.
This is our second BENS episode on Good Luck High Five, and we're so excited to welcome LoadingReadyRun's two best BENS.
All right. I'm glad we made it into that category.
Well, I mean, there's like 3 total, right?
I think so.
Oh,
yeah.
whoops.
One
I
of them
didn't
doesn't
even know
live
that.
here.
Ugh,
Yeah.
Awkward.
Well, that's great.
Well, you introduce yourselves for our fine viewers and listeners.
Oh, after you.
Hi, I'm Benjamin
Beautiful.
Wheeler. Thank you for having me. It's
great to be here.
Oh.
What's happening already?
I don't know.
Okay, all right.
We got the giggles this morning.
We do.
I'm feeling the Holy Spirit.
I knew it was going to happen.
I'm feeling the heat.
I could feel you about to say something mildly religious.
It's not a conversation with Wheeler.
Honestly, you're not wrong. There are a lot of polls you can take. There's some books in there.
Yeah.
Do you want me to say other things I do? Or?
Yeah.
You can just tell people, I don't know.
Give us
what's
a
up?
vibe check on you.
Hi, I'm Benny
Yeah.
Wheels. I'm doing pretty good. I'm a
Great.
member of LoadingReadyRun and a full-time content creator, Twitch streamer, and I like Magic the Gathering.
Hey, nice. Other Ben.
Hi, I'm Other Ben. Hi, I'm Ben Ulmer, another Ben of Loading Ready Run. I am also a full-time Loading Ready Run boy, but I run I produce most of the tabletop content.
Ooh, wonderful.
On the channel, as well as run the big old studio where we record a lot of stuff and stream a lot of stuff. That's my gig.
We're in that studio now.
Well, we're in one of the studios. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just I helped.
You made a beautiful.
I helped put up
Made
this
this
wall.
wall?
You see.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Great wall.
He grew the damn
Rustic.
tree.
Yeah, and by
Yes.
I helped put up this wall, I mean I did the James was my dad, and I was the son holding the screwdriver, and then he said hold the light, and then I had to hold the light and
Really
stuff.
nice.
The sun, the father,
No.
the light. It's everywhere. I mean,
Is today the day that we're recording this, the day the conclave starts for picking a new pope?
Wow, is that part of the vibe?
I do have an announcement.
We're hearing it here first.
Is the conclave. We're picking.
This is an exclusive.
Oh, I can't wait for all the
Wow.
intrigue that's going to happen, all the secrets that are going to be revealed.
Oh God.
The series of this conclave. Everybody, we're in Canada. In case you hadn't noticed,
How's
we're
it
not.
going,
Oh, thank you. It's going great, eh? We're here being hosted by Loading Ready Run because we're filming a bunch of content up here for something that we've collectively called, taken to calling content camp.
No, Camp Cardboard.
Oops.
Graham's gonna come. Graham's gonna come in here. And
It's a work in progress, you know?
A dart just flies into my neck. Camp Cardboard, that's
All
a way
right,
cuter name.
Bring in Jim.
We have our friends from the Spike Feeders, EDH Hijinks, and Loading Ready Run, of course. We're filming a bunch of Commander content. So, Commander Arcade fans, get ready because we're going to film, have a lot of episodes available for you with a bunch of awesome guests that are coming out on that channel coming up. And podcast episodes with some of our favorite friends.
That's y'all.
How do you
That's
feel
our
about being
favorite.
invaded by America?
Well, we've held here. We knew it was coming for a while. The signs have been on the wall.
I travel to the States too often to be comfortable to make the comments. I don't want to say anything.
Fair.
Wheeler
That's
and
right.
cannot say
Fair.
anything.
We brought backup in the form of the Spike Feeders.
Yes. Yeah,
so
they're
we're being ganged
Canadian.
up by 2 American
Yes.
content creation
Yes.
teams.
But it's so fun. We love hanging out with you all and being able to film all this stuff up here in your beautiful Moonbase Mark V.
Mark, this one's 6.
6?
Is it? Oh God, I don't know. James,
What
5.
are we on?
Yeah,
6. Mark
All right,
6.
we're at 6.
Wow.
We keep getting kicked out of places.
Mark 6, huh? Reminds me of a little book.
No, I
Is this the theme? Is this what we're doing?
Mark 6.
You get one more.
I'll take one more. It's a pretty funny bit, but I think there needs to be some context, but I'm not going to give it. But, it's just like...
Oh my God. Have you read Mark 6? What are you talking about? Just the 6th thing he said? I don't know. We're not a religion podcast. We've had to make that clear on the show a few times.
I think that we have had to clarify that in the
Yes,
past.
we have not a medical
Wow.
podcast, not a religious podcast,
No.
not a physics podcast.
Oh, what? Let's talk physics.
Okay, ready, set, go. On today's episode, we're going to be playing some fun games with the BENS here.
Yeah.
I like games.
Yes.
Yeah, I like BENS.
Great. Well, you're in the right place.
Yeah.
Great.
For both
Oh,
of
thank
those
God.
Before we get started with the show today, let's thank our patrons over on patreon.com/GLHF Magic.
Thank you so much for making everything that we do at Good Luck High Five possible. Truly, this show would not be here without you. We would not be here in Canada without you. Ben and Ben would not be our friends without you.
Wow,
Please.
that's dark.
Please
You
don't
make-
stop giving.
You make our friendship possible.
We'd love you to join us, friends.
Really.
I didn't realize it was this transactional.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without the patrons, you are gone.
Yeah, Patreon
Yeah.
goes down, you're like deuces.
It started as a bit, but truly, we get to meet you all because we get to make this.
Like we got
stuff.
to fly
you know,
up here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
to
saying?
make stuff
To make
because
content.
patrons make making it
Give
possible.
them money. What are you doing?
Thank you,
Thank you.
everybody who helped us.
Thank you so much. You can become a patron over at patreon.com/GLHFmagic. And if you become a patron, you get access to our Discord, which is just a great place to hang out and vibe.
Hey, I think we have a new patron to make a pun of this
Ooh,
week
all
as
right.
well.
We got it.
I feel like the BENS have to do the pun, though.
All right. We can all do. I mean, you know what? You can get a bonus.
One pun for every single person.
Wow. One pun per
Per
person.
person. I've got to find where they are here.
Okay.
Okay, yes, it is Frank. Thank you, Frank, for becoming a
Frank.
new patron. And it's because you become a new patron, you get a pun based on your name.
I mean, what can we say except thank you?
Oh, really good.
I jumped in. I'm sorry. I took
No,
the obvious
no,
one.
that
We
was
all
great.
go for
Took a
it.
really
Yeah.
good
It's
one.
just Frank.
Well, we don't want to dox them fully.
So we
I
just
mean, I have
say
several
their first
times.
name.
I just need. I'm not asking for much. Just their last name.
Their
street
social
they grew up on.
when they were born, what elementary they went to.
Mom's name. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Mom's maiden name.
Frank you.
All right, we got 2 Frank U's here.
Franks.
Okay, 2 Frankies and a Franks. And I'm going to say, hey, Frank, your donation franks and means a lot to us.
Okay, look. Hey, if I'm being frank, you're the best patron we've got today.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
whoa.
2 from me.
Is that right?
You
Holy
chumps.
cow, we got so many puns for Frank. Well, really only 3, but it's fine.
I'd say these puns are F rank.
All right.
There you go.
All right.
I just want to know before we kick off the ep, how you're all like doing in life and with Magic, and like what you're into in Magic right now.
Yeah.
I'm doing honestly great. Yeah, like I mean, it's summertime in Victoria. It is
beautiful.
It is beautiful. We live in a very cool part of the world. So shorts out. We get to get all cozy and comfy.
Yeah.
We're showing off those gams.
Shorts out, borts out.
You say warts out?
Borts. I said borts.
Bort's out.
Bort's out.
Yeah,
Hi,
they're out of Bort license.
it's me,
plates.
Bort
Yeah.
Sampson. But yeah, things are going great. We've been looking forward to this whole thing for a while, right? Because
Yeah.
I mean, like, I feel like it's a reoccurring thing for, God, I hate the word content creators, but like, frequently, like, we should all get together and do a thing, and it's like
Yeah.
a Twitter thread or a Blue Sky
Yeah.
post or whatever, and they're like, yeah, and then we'll have like our own convention and blah blah blah, and we're like, yeah, and then
It just
nothing
never
sort of
happens.
happens, right?
Yeah.
And I appreciate that this it happened, right? Like
Yeah.
we're all
Here we
together
are.
doing a bunch of stuff. Like we were here till what, like 10:30, 11
Something
o'clock
like that, yeah.
last night.
Last night.
Playing Commander and getting stuff, and so just excited to
Yeah.
just like be making a bunch of really, really cool things.
Every day is the solid 12.
Yeah.
Solid 12 hours.
Yeah. What's your favorite format right now?
I mean, like, I play a lot of Commander. I brew a lot of Commander. Wheeler and I are basically the de facto brewers for Loading Ready Run.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
So it's like if there's Commander content, and sometimes other niche sort of things. Usually it's mine and Wheeler's sort of collective effort to put things together, and that's lately actually been extended out, and I've started doing the brewing for other channels now, which has
Really?
been
You're a brewer
really
for
cool.
hire?
Yeah. I've been doing that for a number of channels and stuff like that. Yeah.
You know who was a brewer for
I was
hire?
saying-
Jesus when he made
That doesn't count. That's
That was not one of yours.
Okay, thank God.
Oh,
Thank
not
God,
your
thank
last
God.
one. That was obviously Maria's.
Yeah.
Shoehorned that in.
I saw something happen in your brain and I didn't know if it was that joke, but I decided to pluck it out and say it.
I was
anyway.
trying to think of a Milwaukee Brewers player.
Oh.
Yeah.
You were, wow, you're gonna. You would, even if you thought of one and said it, no one would know that.
Not even me. Like
No.
I'd be like, that's just a name that's somewhere in here.
Yeah. I was just saying, it's actually, this is so exciting because I build most of the decks for our channel.
Yes.
But I never really get to talk to other people who are building decks.
Yeah.
So now I want to talk to, okay, we all got to talk. I want to hear about brewing decks.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, like, I've been super fortunate that like Prof has reached out to me, and I brew a lot of this stuff for Shuffle Up and Play, and yeah, like,
Amazing.
yeah, I recently have also just started to get to help do a lot of writing on the channel as well. There's a couple of channels which have me billed as the comedy consultant the credits, which I think is very
Incredible.
funny.
Hey, can you punch up our Commander games?
yeah.
We're just going to play a game, and then you're going to watch the footage, and then you're going to be like, ooh, this would have been funny for them to say. You're going to record the voiceover. We're going to put it in and have them move the mouth with animation to say what you said.
It's so hard. I mean, like you two definitely know, like when you're just like, okay, I want to get across this like Magic the Gathering quip, but how do I make it more, Magic agnostic a little bit, right? And make it so that it's like punchy and quick, so that I'm not like, explaining the rules text of some, novel for a while. So yeah, things are great.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right, Wheeler, how about you?
I play a lot of Magic the Gathering.
How much is a lot?
Yeah, tell us.
On a week. What do you play a week?
Oh,
Give me
a week?
hours.
Like hours a week?
Yeah.
God, I don't know, like 40. Like it's all I do
Really?
on
That's like-
Twitch. And then between here and that, and then like free time, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Shout out to playing Magic in your free time.
Yeah. There's enough.
You're
of
one of
the
the few who do, honestly.
Yeah, I really like the game.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that playing the game as a job has not.
Ruined that for you?
Yeah, that's
It is tough. Like Megan said, like, I don't know if people know this, if you're like, if you're a curse word content creator, like it becomes very difficult for your job to also be the thing that you do for fun.
Oh, Let me
Right.
tell you, I still play a lot of Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like the game itself is big enough that you can kind of make that divide between how you play or who you play or whatever, and that makes it so that it's more of a, oh, I get to do this and I get to do that, but like I get to do this on the clock, or I get
Yeah.
to do this with my friends.
How are you playing Magic in your private time?
Private time.
Nude in a silk robe,
Love it. That's
candlelight.
great. Absolutely.
Some would argue that.
You do that on stream, though, too.
I do occasionally do that on stream. I play, so on stream, I typically will play Cube. I play a lot of vintage Cube. Or I will play Canadian Highlander. Woo! Kind
Nice.
of the, 100 card singleton, 1v1, no sideboards, commanders, companions,
Check out
the
North
friends to
100
make along the
Showdown.
way. Check out North 100 Showdown, yada, yada, yada. It's a lot of fun. It's, something I've been playing for like decades at this point. But that's, I can do that by myself.
Yeah.
And getting people together for a draft could be tough, right?
Yes. Oh, it's literally impossible. Did you know, to get 8 people in the same room at the same time?
It's so hard.
Post 2020, don't have.
It just
we
has
had
never
to
happened.
throw a goddamn camp to get it to happen here.
Yeah.
You get D&D players complaining about getting together on a weekly basis, but that's nothing compared to making an
Magic
8-person
players.
pod.
The kids don't know. And then in outside of that, it is just a lot of more Canadian Highlander, but against different people and in person as opposed to digitally. And then just also, I really like just like on a whim booting up like a league and just playing whatever I want. That's kind of fun. Like,
Heck yeah.
technology is incredible where you can just like, I want to play this like deck in this format. I don't care if I got 0 reps. I just want to jam.
Yeah.
And like, I want to eat like gravel, but then like also be like, I won 2 matches and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. That's pretty
eat
good.
Want to
Gravel.
eat gravel.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
like-
arena only? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm a Magic.
Sorry.
Online.
Magic
On
Online.
Magic
Yes.
Online
Yeah.
only. So you're never arena-er?
I used to play a lot of arena, and not to sour anybody's grapes here, but like I'm just like off arena. It's too.
That's fair.
I don't need.
Yeah.
Like, I have an attention span. That is, how people are like,
Wow,
I'm born
sick
in,
brags.
not to brag.
Must be nice.
You know how people say like I'm born in the wrong generation, and then that always gets really awkward because it's like, oh, that must be nice for you to be able to go back in time and not get persecuted, yada yada.
Sure.
But like I have the attention span of someone that didn't grow up with television for some reason. So
what year were you born, do you think?
1991, and before we can get to my mother's maiden name and the name of my first pet,
What's your social insurance number?
7-1.
Are you a 1920s boy? 1930s? What do you think?
But like,
keep
yeah,
it
I arena to me is too jingle jangle. Like there are too many.
I understand.
There are too many keys getting jangled
Yes.
in front of me.
Arena is very jingle jangle.
Yeah, and I just want to like throw on like a mid 2000s rap album and just play some Magic, like play Magic the Gathering without things like going like whoosh.
I was talking to, this is a
Yeah.
Patrick Sullivan joke that I have to tell on this show. I was talking to him at an event, and he's Magic Online only as well. And I was drafting in front of him, and it popped up and said, "Did you have fun in the match?" And, like,
God, I love
the
that.
sad face, happy face, right? And I'm like, "Oh, Patrick, at least you don't have to have 'Did you have fun in the match?' show up on your screen on Magic Online." And he goes, "That's because they already know the answer." And it was one of the best Magic Online jokes I'd heard in a long time.
Yeah, the culture too. I mean, it's probably a product of like the formats I play tend to curate for an audience that has been playing them longer, or like that they're older or more mature, or whatever you want to call it. Where like the people are just vibing. Like it's wild. You open up a chat function in Magic Online, you're like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna hear like insults that I've never seen before, right? And then you're just like, no, people are like, haha, whoops. Or they're like, like they'll be like, you'll be playing a cube deck and they're like, damn, that's so sick. Like, I love that you could do that. Or, they'll.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and
I
it's,
think some of the funniest like Magic Online beats stories are seeing someone like crash out in the text chat, being like, "Hey, you must have been so lucky to get this card." Blah, 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 blah. And all you get is like the emote spam on Arena. That's just like Liliana being like, "Ha ha ha," or like some I don't know, some Doge meme.
my like account name is not my name.
Yeah.
Right. Like I have the got accounts from Daybreak or whatever that do have my name, but I primarily play on my personal account, even in my spare time. And so like you won't know it's me unless you watch, a lot of Magic Online content or Cube content. And sometimes there's like the slow burn from people where I'll have one of my favorite ones is somebody came in playing Cube and they started to salt out. They're like, very subtly, they're like, God, you are so I can't believe you got both those cards. Like, I can't believe your deck had like Soul Ring and Black Lotus. Like, you are so lucky. And then they're like, wait, is this Wheeler? And then I'm like, hey, what's up? And they're like, all right, you got medium lucky for you. Like, it was like anybody else? So lucky for you. Yeah, this is par for the course. And and they apologize too. They're like, I'm sorry I got up like that. You know how it is. You see a Black Lotus, you see a Soul Ring. I'm like, I get it, man. I get it.
Yeah.
We all been there.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Anyways, you've been reported, so I'll see you later.
Oh yeah. No, I made a whole thread on Blue Sky. Just
Already roasted you.
into oblivion. Okay, well, let's do our sponsors before we get any further in this show.
Yes. Thank you so much. Wait, we forgot to thank our patrons at the top of the show.
Okay. Well, I'll edit this in a different order.
This is the randomizer where I'm going to show you a piece of art from a Magic card, and you can if you know what it is, you can tell us what it is.
Jeez.
But if you don't know, no, it's okay.
Yep.
We always don't.
We never know.
We never know. So you're gonna look at it and you're gonna tell us what you see, and then you're gonna try and guess what kind of card it came from.
You're gonna try to name the card and tell us what it does.
This is the card.
okay, I know it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I knew this was
You
going to
knew it?
happen.
Oh, wait, do you know it?
No.
Okay.
That was. I was about to be like, Wheeler has to let me go first because he's gonna know the card.
Yeah.
All right. First of all, can someone just tell us what you're seeing in this art, because it is.
This is. I swear I had this shirt after I went to a monster truck rally when I was like 7. This has got to be like a Gravedigger T-shirt. There is what I assume to be some sort of juggernaut, but he's got little arms, which is really, really cute. And faces where faces shouldn't go on a Dodge Ram, and a small little guy getting.
Was Gravedigger a Dodge Ram?
No, I mean I have no idea what you would call a monster truck. Do they have brands?
No, I think they're just their own thing.
They're their own thing.
They're a monster truck. I don't know. Is this some sort of Phyrexian juggernaut?
It is Phyrexian.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Yep.
Also, I love that you use the word cute to describe any part of this card, because I would simply describe it as horrifying.
Well, it's definitely horrifying, but like if you look back, like the little what I think are arms, but not really by the wheels.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
He's got some T-Rex arm action.
Looks like he has some
I
T-Rex
think it
arms.
is cute. Yeah. Okay.
right.
What would you think this card does? What abilities would you give this card?
I mean, you know what it does.
I do know what it does.
Yeah. So I guess I got to keep going.
Yeah.
Well, this is a vehicle before vehicles even existed.
Ooh, nice.
Oh,
yeah.
love it.
Early vehicle.
Yeah, you had to put some. I mean, this looks like it's old Magic art, which means you had to sink some sort of ungodly amount of mana into it, like just like 7 black to animate this 4/3 artifact.
Love that.
You know?
Love that. Absolute trash.
And when it attacks, you bury it.
Okay.
I love the card that you have made here.
It's a great card.
Phyrexian
Great card.
Juggernaut. 7 black to animate a 4/3.
Yeah.
When it
And then
attacks,
exile it.
bury it.
All right, so tell us. Oh, no,
yeah,
look,
sorry.
Wheeler.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's Phyrexian Delver. It's a 5 mana 3/2 ETB. You reanimate a creature and lose life equal to its mana value.
Wow, and that truly is it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
from Invasion, I believe.
Invasion.
Although, do you know what? I love it. You were on the right track with black being in its
Okay.
in its
Yeah.
cost.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely a black card.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
The most pretty gruesome. But you're right. There is something kind of charming about these T-Rex arms on this weird
I
Delver.
think he's a cutie. I'd drive
Yeah.
that to work.
It's
I'd
like
take this Dodge Ram.
it's like a crab, you know? Like
Yeah,
It does have crab
Yeah, it's got
vibes.
like a crab when they're like, I'm very menacing, and it's like, brother, you're like this big. Like, come on.
I'll get you.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
got you.
The fact
I
that they
got
kept the
you.
faces on it too, which is like extra. It seems like some sort of flesh transformer.
Yeah.
Like that's the car mode, but then if he untransforms, He'd still be horrifying, probably, but at least he's got a nice face that you can latch on to.
You mean
On his driver's license, he seems normal.
That's what I put in my Tinder bio. Nice face you can latch on to.
that's good. That's good.
You've been specifically going onto the dating app for aliens.
Hoping for Sigourney
Yeah.
one of these days.
Me, a face hugger, being like, "Let's go."
Right. All right, hit us with another one here. Maybe
All right,
we can
all
stump
right.
Wheeler. We'll see.
Okay, yeah.
He's pretty hard to stump, though. You know what I mean?
I'll give you a moment.
Ooh, okay, yep. Here
Yeah.
we go. Do you know this guy?
Oh yeah.
This is great.
Maria, did you see the card?
I did see
Oh,
it.
okay.
So sorry.
Sorry, Ben.
Oh, I
Ben,
know
you're
this.
up
This is
again.
Fork
Oh, you know-
Lightning.
Hey,
All right.
you're so close.
Is it not Fork Lightning?
God.
No, it's not. But you're very close, though.
Damn.
This art is stunning.
It is beautiful.
All right, Wheeler, what is it?
It's Fork Bolt from Rise of the
Oh.
Eldrazi. 1 red sorcery, deals 2 damage divided as you choose. I think Fork Lightning is 5 mana sorcery from Portal Second Age.
Wow.
It's like a pyrotechnics, but for Portal.
So there's multiple things that are forked in
It's a
Magic, you would
fork.
say.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, I
okay.
mean, there's also just
Portal,
Fork.
Oh, yeah.
4 damage divided as you choose among 1, 2, or 3 target creatures, 3 in a red. That's
Okay,
Forked Lightning.
okay.
This is, as you said, Forked Bolt. I just want to say, like, this art is stunning. I'm really into this.
Who is the artist?
Thomas Jedrusik.
Okay.
It's a really, anyways, it's gorgeous. Go and look at it,
Do
everyone.
you get annoyed if you're one of those 2 people in the back getting zapped after this person? Do you get annoyed that guy was like it's like, Jim,
Gets
why'd
the
you have to
good
stand
zap.
so tall?
Yeah, this guy in the front.
You screwed us all, Jim.
Yeah, like
Thanks,
this
Jim.
guy's like, I'm.
He's trying to bend down. He's like, don't stand tall in the lightning storm, Jim.
No,
And he's like, what's
no.
the worst that can happen?
Does anybody else see mid 2010s Liliana getting zapped as the first one?
Oh, yeah, it does look
Yeah.
like
A little
her.
bit.
I think, yeah, you know what? Like, I don't think it is, but I see where you're coming from.
It's some poor like merfolk or core
Yeah.
or something, but you know.
All right, hit us with another
All
one,
right,
Megan.
one more,
He's got,
one
we
more.
got this
Okay.
one. He definitely is
Don't
not
look
gonna.
so-
I hope it happens.
That I get got?
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
We got you on our last Ben's episode, I recall, but
When I
You've
play
grown
these
since
when I
then.
play these
Yeah.
games, I feel like an immortal. You know,
right.
like I've just
It is
lived.
godlike.
I've lived for thousands of years, and I'm just waiting for the sweet release.
It just it really
All right.
gratifies you for
yeah,
not
this
having
guy?
known
yeah, I
this.
got it.
Oh, this is. I also know this one.
instantly.
All right.
I don't know this one.
This is Moldervine Reclamation.
Yeah.
All right.
This is a beautiful
Wow.
statue of a man, and he has a great sword, and the molder vines are growing up him in a dark forest. It's lovely.
They really are. Yeah. Very nice. Okay,
Yep.
well,
Holy
All right, one more. They're
cow!
gonna-
Keep
All
it
right.
coming.
Now I'm warmed up too.
Uh huh.
You two are too good at this.
Thank you.
This
I've wasted
card-
my life.
this card looks
Oh
wild.
yeah. Oh yeah. This is a card.
Oh.
This is yeah.
This is one of the most horrifying pieces of
I
art I've
love
actually
this
ever
art.
seen.
Yeah.
Maria,
Okay.
Ben.
Ben, do you know this one too?
I don't.
Okay.
Still cute.
Oh
I
my-
agree with you. We're on
You-
the same cute spectrum, I think.
Yeah.
He's a cute little guy. This guy is like just flesh. He's flesh, no face, but he does have a mouth. And don't worry, the teeth will kill you. He's got 2 long arms with 3
Yeah.
long
Four.
And he
arms.
has
4.
2 faces.
2 long arms, 2 small
He has
arms.
baby face next to big face. And so his twin is attached to him. 4 arms with long claw. He grasp, he snatch. This is the Bandersnatch of the famous poem. That's what I'm
Wow.
saying.
All right.
This guy, the name of this card is Me and My Twin. And it's a red card. It's 3 red, and when he's a little tutu, and when you play him, you make a 1/1, which is the twin.
Oh.
I like that a lot. That's playable.
Cute. Yeah.
And it's N with like an apostrophe, me and my twin.
Me and my twin.
Yeah.
See, I'd like to say that, like, from afar, this thing looks pretty, terrifying and whatnot. But if he was like this tall,
If you're just a
Suddenly
little
he's a
guy,
little cute
you're
guy.
just a little guy.
Yeah, just a little guy.
This artwork does have big vibes of like your mom told you that you have to get your younger sibling, like you have to include them
Yeah.
in the video game you're playing.
Yeah.
And so you just like
They're like just
You
mushed.
hand
Yeah.
them the controller, but it's not plugged in. Like there's just the little face.
Do you ever read the children's horror novel Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This art kind of
It
gives
does
me a
look
colorized
like that.
version
Yes,
of that.
it does.
Wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I remember those those traumatized me.
Oh, they're so spooky.
Yes.
as a child. Like I could not do horror for
Love
years.
that we make scary content for kids. Mostly, it seems like to turn them off of scary content.
Exactly,
for a while.
right? And like I did. I
Yep.
could not consume any horror media, and then I started working here and took over the horror stream, and now it's like the only form of movies that I love.
Oh, what's your favorite
yeah.
horror? Let's go.
My favorite horror movie is a stupid little film called Grave Encounters.
Ooh.
It is a horror movie about one of those those like ghost hunting TV shows.
Yeah.
That ends up finding like an actual ghost hunting, like an actual haunting kind of thing. It's really, really good. There's 2 of them. Don't watch the second one.
Okay.
But the first one is great. I
right.
really, really recommend it. It's one of my favorites.
Grave Encounters?
Grave Encounters.
Love it.
It's like
I
the perfect
love
level of
that.
cheese that then just turns into really good
Have
stuff.
you seen Ghost Watch?
Yes.
Okay, I recently saw that for the first time and it reminded me of what you just said, and I loved it.
I mean, I did watch those like ghost hunting shows as a kid and always thought that they were really fun and stuff too. So
Yeah.
but speaking in terms of horror, go check out Sinners if you
I have
haven't.
We have both seen it.
Absolutely.
Yes. It is
It's
so
a
good.
great.
And for people who are like, I don't like scary movies, it's not that scary.
Sinners is actually a really
Yeah.
like my partner.
Yeah.
They are not big into horror and stuff like that. They'll watch like slashers.
Yeah.
Fine, no issues. But
Yeah.
supernaturally stuff. Can't do.
That's gonna
Oh,
get 'em.
interesting.
See, and that's what I say because I'm like,
like the
what could
opposite.
happen?
Yeah.
This one can't.
I need the one that can't.
Yeah, right. But it's the supernatural stuff.
All right, wait,
Wheeler,
Wheeler, what card is this?
What is this card, Wheeler?
This is the Odyssey Rare Magnavore. 2 red for a star haste Lurgoyf. Has power times a equal number of sorceries and graveyards.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, this card was like a competitive staple.
I could see that.
Also,
yeah.
it's from Odyssey Block, so that's
Let me-
Santa Carl
okay.
Critchlow. Yeah, you're done.
I want to
Sorry.
see if I can stump you.
Okay, yeah.
Ready,
go.
set, this card.
That's Boomerang from Legends.
Okay, good.
the little red devil.
I'm done. I give up.
The trick is going older.
Dude, shut
actually a worse
Dude, shut up.
direction.
Oh, okay.
If you
okay.
put newer Magic cards, those will get Ben.
Wait, this
Do you
one
know this one already? You saw it already?
That's Ordered Migration from
All right.
Apocalypse.
Okay. What is this one?
That's reverse damage or reverse polarity? It's reverse polarity.
It's reverse
right?
something.
I think it's reverse polarity.
Yep,
Yeah,
reverse
it's reverse
polarity.
Yeah.
This art is ridiculous.
Yeah,
This
it's
art
wild.
is absolutely ridiculous.
I actually modeled for.
Is that you?
I played the skirt.
Wow, unstumpable.
Oh, truly.
We also want to say thank you to our sponsors. One of them is Card Kingdom. You can go to cardkingdom.com/GLHF and get whatever you need for your magical life.
A kingdom of cards.
Yeah,
Yes,
Kingdom
you
of
know
Cards.
about
You all
Card
know.
Kingdom.
Yeah.
Oh, we know.
Oh, I'm Card Kingdom sponsored.
Double?
Double. I got the double sponsor.
You got the double?
I got the double. Don't let them know though. Maybe I'm like just coasting. I might still
You're the one who
be
just told them.
Parody.
Hashtag fair use. You can get yourself some Tarkir Dragonstorm right now. Sell your cards back in for store credit. Get your order
Yes,
shipped to you in
you
one
can.
package.
Maybe you're gonna see some great. You're gonna see some great games of Commander coming up.
Yeah.
In the future, not on this podcast. I just mean, like conceptually in the future.
Maybe
in
you
the
will.
concept of the future, they exist.
The concept of the future.
This is not a physics podcast.
This is a physics podcast.
This is Physics
There
Podcast.
might be some decks you want to build. There might be some decks you want to build. And if there are, you should go to Card Kingdom, the best place to buy all of your singles for your great Commander decks that you're gonna want to build.
Get your physical cards.
Like I'm not fishing for compliments for us, but is it always this unhinged? Like this is great.
This is pretty hot.
I
Well,
love.
it's more on that. You're definitely more unhinged than normal, but we usually only have 2 people,
I
so
would
there's
say
only
that we have a-
unhinged you can get.
Yeah. Our spectrum
It's never hinged.
Yeah, our spectrum does not begin at hinged and end at unhinged.
Right.
It begins at some amount of unhinged.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
this
yeah.
Yes.
is a pretty high level of
good.
unhinged.
These
Alright.
doors just be swinging. It's like a saloon up in here. We also want to say thank you to Dragon Shield.
I just want to. Sorry,
Do you know anything about that?
I gotta pause you for a
What?
second. An unhinged door wouldn't swing. Physics podcast.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Nailing
Fair
a door.
I was thinking of it
Alright.
hanging by two little like things. Or a beaded curtain. This is a beaded curtain podcast.
Ooh.
Wow. Honestly, I
know
would
what I
say
mean?
that it is.
Dragon Shield. You can use Dragon Shields. Well, you can. You can find Dragon Shield in the link in the show notes or underneath this video. Use code GLHF at checkout for 5% off your order, or you can buy some of our new Good Luck High Five sleeves.
That's right. We have Rainbow Feldergriff sleeves. We have Commander Arcade sleeves. They're amazing. They're the classic, incredible Dragon Shield quality. I just got to play with some of our Commander Arcade sleeves for the first time today.
So good.
They're incredible.
If you want to find those, search GLHF in the search bar, and you'll find both of our sleeves at Dragon Shield's website. Well, friends, we've invited you here to play a game we like to call Match Game, because that's what it's called. I'm going to put a
looking for
card
that.
up on the screen, and it's going to have part of its flavor text blacked out, and you are going to need to fill in the gap of what is missing in the flavor text. You can play along at home, see if you can get the answer right, and if you can't be right, you know, it's fine. It's art. The first one we're going to do today is going to be the card Goblin Cadets, which I'm sure, Wheeler, you are well familiar with.
Oh yeah, this card stinks.
Goblin Cadets. The flavor text is a 2/1 for a single red. Whenever a Goblin Cadet blocks or becomes blocked, target opponent gains control of it. Flavor text says, if you kids don't stop that racket, I'm... fill in the blank. If you kids don't stop that racket, I'm... And this is, the art shows what I can only imagine is two goblin parents yelling at their tweens in the background to stop some kind of racket. But spoiler alert, goblins never stop a racket. All right, how are we doing, fellas? Oh.
Yeah, I've got a definitely correct answer.
Okay, well, Megan, I see you've locked in.
Yeah.
If you kids don't stop that racket, I'm...
Going to eat your lunch.
Ooh, wow, classic parent threat.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Wheeler, if you kids don't stop that racket, I'm...
Going goblin mode, a quote by Gromthrob moments before going goblin mode.
Gromthrob?
Gromthrog's a good name.
Great
Gromthrob
goblin
is a great
name.
name.
And Ben Ulmer.
If you kids don't stop that racket, I'm gonna call your Mogther.
Really good.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Okay, James, will you reveal the correct answer is, if you kids don't stop that racket, I'm turning this expedition around right now.
Oh, that makes sense.
But all of yours, I prefer, I must say. And I'm going to give that one to Bengineering, 1 point for the Mogther reference. Nobody gets a point for being close.
Mogther's pretty strong. That's pretty-
we don't have.
Oh, you don't have erasers.
You want this?
Hey, you want one of these fake
like there's
notes?
gotta be
It
a-
actually works out pretty good.
All right. All right.
The next one
Oh, okay,
we're going to take a look at is the card Prosperity.
Oh yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Prosperity. This is
Okay.
X in blue. Each player draws X cards. Wealth is a good thing compared to poverty. Your food is better, your robes are softer, and your companions have blank.
Can I swear on this podcast? Yes.
Well,
Okay,
but
okay.
we'll bleep you out if
Yeah.
we have to.
Yeah, you can't.
I don't have to.
Can't talk about your companion's hog.
Hog is not a swear word.
All right.
I don't know.
Can we read it again? Sorry.
Wealth is a good thing compared to poverty. Your food is better, your robes are softer, and your companions have blank. This lovely card, this quote is attributed to Kip Camboy, Kook Emesa Pirate. I'm sure I butchered that.
You did great.
Thanks. This is a sorcery speed. In a great old border that I'm looking at here too.
This card's messed up, or used to be messed up.
Yeah, now it's just normally, it's fine. Each
Still-
player, interesting.
Still
Yeah.
kind of messed up.
Yeah. All right. Wealth is a good thing compared to poverty. Your food is better. Your robes are softer, and your companions have blank. Wheeler, I see that you are locked in.
Wealth is. Sorry, I was gonna reread the thing again. Like so many cards, dude.
So true.
Like so many cards.
Your companions have like so many cards,
So
dude.
many cards, dude.
Megan, wealth is a good thing compared to poverty. Your food is better. Your robes are softer, and your companions have.
No respect for you, you capitalist scum.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. All right. How about you, Ben? Your robes are softer. Your companions have.
The want to collab, bestie.
So true. Content creator life. I'm going to give that point to Megan. Megan gets the point for capitalist scum. You know,
Wait, what was the answer?
Oh, sorry. The answer is
Whatever, Megan.
wealth is a good thing compared to poverty. Your food is better, your robes are softer, and your companions have bathed more recently.
Oh, you know what? Respect.
Yeah. Yeah. But I got to give the capitalist scum some points here. All right, Gorilla Titan is the next card we're taking a look at.
Oh yeah.
Ook, ook.
I wonder if do you know flavor text as well as cards?
I want a banana this big.
Wheeler's got it. The answer is I want a banana this big. So I'm going to just give you that point right away
Great.
because you got it right.
Wait, I have an answer.
Oh, you do? Okay, what's your answer?
Hog.
Yeah.
See, that's the actual right answer. Let's take a look at Fodder Cannon.
Ooh.
This is a cool card. If you haven't guessed the theme of this game of Match Game, it is funny flavor text. This is Fodder Cannon. This is a 4-mana artifact. 4-tap, sacrifice a creature. It deals 4 damage to target creature. This is the flavor text. It's kind of weird. Step 1, find your cousin. Step 2, get your cousin in the cannon. Step 3, blank. What is step 3 of Fodder Cannon?
Can I make a request to go last as I know what the flavor text
Oh, yeah,
for this
sure,
is?
sure. Yeah, some of these are kind of iconic, so I was wondering if Wheeler would end up having to actually knowing them. Step 1, find your cousin. Step 2, get your cousin in the cannon. Step 3, blank. Ooh, okay. The players are locking in their guesses. We also have you ever worked on flavor text, by the way, Wheeler?
No, not yet, but wizards.
Winky face.
Call me.
Megan has worked on flavor text. I've worked on flavor text. Elmer, have you ever done flavor text?
I have not. No.
Okay, so I'm bringing this up. It'll become relevant in a moment.
Oh.
All right, so.
Sorry, hold on.
You're still going. That's okay. We'll have Megan reveal. What's step 3?
Find another cousin.
Wow, incredible. Wheeler, what's step 3?
Find another cannon.
And last, Ben, what's your answer?
I was gonna say get in the cannon with your cousin.
Yeah. I love that. You're like, that's it.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Everybody leave.
Megan, you win. That is the correct answer.
What?
Find another cousin.
Wow.
Yes.
Do you know what? That's a classic. That was a classic 3-step joke.
Yeah, it
good on
really
the,
was.
The original author of that, they really.
Okay, so this next one is a rhyming one. We're going to take a look at the card Tremor. This, in the pantheon of magic rhyming text, I didn't know it was a thing, but there are several cards that have rhyming flavor text. The single red mana for sorcery, it deals 1 damage to creature without flying. The flavor text begins, 1 little goblin shook up the ground. The end, it rhymes with the first, so you have to make a phrase that rhymes with that. 1 little goblin shook up the ground. It's 9 syllables for those of you playing along at home. The art is wonderful. It looks like a goblin sitting on the earth's butthole. I don't know how else to describe what's going on here. It's a crack in the earth and people are flying backwards because this goblin has somehow made a tremor so strong that they're each taking 1 damage.
We're there.
All right, everybody. Tremor, 1 little goblin shook up the ground. Ben, we'll start down with you.
With this goblin, you shouldn't have clowned.
Yes.
That's great. Really good. Wheeler.
I put 4 other goblins were never again found.
Yeah.
Then I also put 1 ground shook up the goblin, sailor's warning.
Yeah, man. Totally, I know that saying. Megan, one little goblin shook up the ground.
He did it by farting. Did you hear the sound?
Wow, these are all good. Everyone's getting a point for that round.
Yeah.
Excellent job, everybody.
I like how Susian your rhyme was.
It's very Seussian. It really was.
Susical?
Susical the musical. Next, we're going to. What do I want to do? Which one do I want to do next? Okay,
You
this.
didn't go over what the actual one was.
Oh, sorry,
James.
James.
What was the actual?
The actual answer is one little goblin shook up the ground. When the dust cleared, no one was found.
So
you're
very close
pretty
to yours.
close, Wheeler.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you an extra point, Wheeler, for being
Yes.
close
Wow.
to right on that one. Let's take a look at Clambbassadors.
Oh yeah.
So this card actually has, I think, the same flavor text, or maybe very similar flavor text to another card. It's functionally the same as another magic card. Which one, Ben?
Reparations.
Reparations.
Wow.
3 and a blue, summon Clamfolk. So this is an which set is this?
Unglued.
Unglued. If Clambbassadors damages any player, choose an artifact, creature, or land you control. That player gains control of that artifact, creature, or land. The flavor text says, "Sorry, we shelled your village. Here's some blank." And the art shows 2 clams talking to what looks like a prince. I guess it was his village. And they're giving him a gift. "Sorry, we shelled your village. Here's some blank." Cute little clams in this art. Randy Elliott's the artist here.
Can I just say, while they're thinking up their stuff, I'm really excited to be playing this game again because we played it on your show, I think.
Yeah.
But we also got to do it on stage with
Yes.
you guys once.
Yes.
Which I think was the first of the long story tradition of WotC switching mine and Wheeler's names on product and advertisement materials.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, there'll be frequent times where there'll be Wheeler's picture but my name, or vice versa. And
Great.
it happens all the time, and it's funny every time to me. And that it was at your show was the first one that it happened,
That
where they had our names up on
So
on the big
honored.
monitor. And it was
Yeah.
like Benjamin Wheeler, and it was my picture.
Love that.
Yeah.
"Sorry, we shelled your village. Here's some blank." Megan?
Shrimps.
Oh, wow. Cannibal? Wheeler?
Grold.
Explain yourself.
It's like gold, but with an R in
Okay,
it.
great.
What it looks like on the surface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Ben.
Here's some thoughts and prayers.
Oh, God, that one hits close to home.
Oh no.
The correct answer is here's some gold. Here's some gold.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, Plots and Prayers is getting a point, and Wheeler's getting a point for being basically correct as well with Grold,
Grold.
which I guess is like
I don't need to
gold.
be
I was
funny.
trying-
I need to be right.
No, I was trying to find. Sometimes it could be both. I was trying to figure out a word to put. I was like, what rhymes with gold?
Grold.
That would fit. And I was like, grold.
You know, rhyming schemes and songs in particular would be a lot easier if we could just add a letter to where it
Yeah,
rhymes
me
with
writing
it.
grold to this. God, rhyming so
Yeah.
easy.
Rhyming is so easy.
Rhyming is so easy.
You know,
All right, we're going to take a look at the card Borigmos coming up next.
big Borb.
The big Borb Father. 3 red, red, green, green. Trample 6/7. Whenever Borigmos deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. The flavor text reads, "It's easy to see why those gruel dirtbags follow him. The only orders he gives are blank and blank." Tesa is the one who said this. It's easy to see why those gruel dirtbags follow him. The only orders he gives are blank and blank.
Can I let you? You two might appreciate this.
Oh, yeah.
That this card has a bit of a nickname in the Victoria Magic
Ooh,
community.
what is it?
Papa Gizmo.
Why?
Kind of just stemmed from somebody not able to either remember or pronounce the name of this card, or a combination. It's like Papa Gizmo.
Papa Gizmo.
Yeah, this
I
card will
love that.
always be Papa Gizmo.
All
to
these
me.
are Papa Gizmo.
Yeah.
The name in German is something like Wild Tour, isn't it? Or am I thinking of another card? No, we learned that Boberg is a real word. And it means like the gut going like...
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, we'll start down with Ben this time. It's easy to see why those gruel dirtbags follow him. The only orders he gives are blank and blank.
Bonk and bonk harder.
Yes.
Great orders.
Yes.
Wheeler.
Borigmos.
That's all he says, so we just thought that was his name.
Wow, I'm so excited to Igmos later today.
You want to go Borb later?
No, I'm on Team Igmos tonight.
Fine, all right, fine. I'll Igmos with
It
y'all.
caused a civil war.
Megan, what is your answer? The orders it gives are
Around and find out.
I swear.
Sorry.
Look, sometimes we indulge
Every
ourselves
once in a
here.
A
while.
little
After-
swearing is
Little
a
swear,
treat.
never
After
hurt
all, why shouldn't
anybody.
you?
All right, I got to give Megan that point for the swear. It was just
Yeah.
too good. And it matched too well, quite honestly.
Oh, well, yeah, what were they?
The correct answer is, it's easy to see why those grilled dirtbags follow him. The only orders he gives are crush them and we eat.
Ooh. Also, it tastes.
That sounds like Borb and Igmos to me.
Yeah.
I believe there is another flavor text where it is literally Borigmos saying "we eat."
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay, well,
on
that
Protean
makes
Hulk,
sense.
he goes meat and eggs. We eat.
Sure.
Nice.
All right, we have time for one more here. We're going to take a look at Archive Dragon. Archive Dragon. This is a 4 blue dragon wizard with flying. It's a 4/6, Ward 2. When an Archive Dragon enters the battlefield, scry 2. And the flavor text reads, fascinating. It says here that dragons cannot blank. Fascinating. It says here that dragons cannot blank. And it's a cute little draggy. Looking at a lot of books and just chilling. Wheeler's already giggling.
I'm trying to figure out if I want to add something to. No, you know what? Sweet and simple. Sweet and
Yep,
simple.
sweet
yeah.
and simple. This is one word, but you can put in more if you want.
No,
That's your
I
clue.
think one's the best.
Okay,
Okay.
great. All right, Megan. Archive Dragon. Fascinating. Says here that dragons cannot blank.
Admit when they were wrong, Travis.
Yeah, notably very hard for them. Wheeler.
Read.
Yes. And Ben.
I wrote, see why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal.
Wow.
Silly dragon, there's cinnamon swirls on every bite.
Incredible. Wheeler, you are correct. The answer is read.
Oh, is it actually
Wow.
read?
You didn't know?
Oh, that
Oh, yes.
All right, that's pretty funny.
Yes.
that's a good.
Wow, Wheeler gets a correct point and Ben gets a
Yeah.
comedy point here, leaving our final score at Ben and Megan 4 and Wheeler at 5.
Yay!
Great game, everybody.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Well, friends, that's this episode of Good Luck High Five. Thank you so much to the two best Bens of Loading Ready Run for joining
Truly.
us on this episode.
Thank you both for being here.
Thank
what
you
a
for having
joy.
us.
What a joy to have you on, truly.
It was great to be here.
Yeah.
We still have one more religious joke from you before
Oh,
the
yeah,
end of
you
the
get
show. I
one
just
more.
wanted
You want to
to
cook
know.
it or not?
I did think about it. I was like, Travis is like one of those names that is like in the Bible, but then you're like, what the hell is this doing here? You know?
Travis.
really?
Well, it's kind of
No,
like
but it has that vibe.
Yeah, it has that vibe.
Magic cards, legendary creature names that are just so basic, like Jared, and I just think it's so funny.
Yeah.
I do think that, you know, if they ever decided to do some sort of New Testament again or whatever. If
The
they,
newer
New
Testament.
yeah,
Testament?
if they were just like, if they just changed all the names to just like kids from the suburbs, like I cannot believe
Michaela.
that. Yeah, Michaela and Tanner. How could you do this?
Like-
Skylar.
Aaron's in the Bible. Aaron.
This is making me think
Aaron's not in the Bible. He's in the back of his mom's SUV.
Looking forward to Watsy's new planeswalker, Brandon.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Brad.
Yeah. Ooh, Brad.
Brad is definitely a grill-colored card. Everyone, thank you so much for watching and/or listening. Thank you once again to our patrons who help us out. Thank you to Card Kingdom. Thank you to Dragon Shield. And like we said, keep watch on our Commander channel, youtube.com/@GLHF Commander, because we've got a lot of sweet games that are going to be coming
Yeah,
out
we do.
over the next few months
Nice.
with some very fun guests. So everyone, thank you so much. Have a great day. And around and find out.
Borb and Igmos.
Borb and Igmos.